Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Sandy, and today I am working on my 12 by 12 Junk Journal Challenge 2025 journal. So this is the project for February, and I think I've showed you all a sneak peek of this, or I worked on it with you all in another video, but I wanted to come back and finish this up. So this is the cover. I don't know if the glitter is showing, but I just love this fabric. And then I have some pages picked out for my signatures, and this is from a paper pad. I think I got it at Joann's. It's this paper pad here, Holiday Pine, and it's actually from 2023, but I thought this paper would look really good with this cover. So I have picked out a whole bunch of other papers that I also want to include in the journal. I don't know if I'll include all of these, but I have a couple Edith Holden. Since this is a winter themed journal, I picked out February and January. Use those pages. And then I picked out a couple of these from this, I forget the name of the book, but I've had it for a long time. And I don't know if I'm going to use these as pages or I'm going to cut these down and make them into journal tags. I haven't decided yet. So that's, I'm still thinking about what I want to do, but I love that right there. These are great. That one maybe I'll make into a page. So yeah, so I picked out a few of those, and then I love adding shorthand pages. So I picked out 3 of those, and then here are some ideals pages. These are from a kind of like a winter edition, and I thought these were just really pretty, and it has January on it. And then this one, the crocus poking through the snow, I thought that was really pretty. And this Dream a While, such a really pretty poem. And I love the mushrooms on here too. And then this one is another January one. I think the poems are nice in these Ideals magazines. And then this one here. I don't know if I'll use all of them, but we'll see. And then I wanted to grab a few music pages. I always like adding some music pages, and I folded this one already. I wanted to make sure it would fold okay. And then I have a couple ledger papers that I might include, and then we have some, what is this, graph paper, I think is what you call that. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And then another type of grid paper, and then some school paper. So I don't know if I'll use all of these, but these are the ones. And then here we have a vintage ledger paper, and then another some pieces of vintage ledger. And so yeah, and I'm gonna try, since I got these out as full signatures, I'm gonna try to keep them as best I can. And this actually, no, I think it's still too wide, isn't it? Yeah, probably. But yeah, so I'm going to cut these down and figure out which ones I might want to add into these pages. And I probably have too many of these papers. I have, I think, 4 or 5 in each signature, so that might be too many. So I don't know, I might pull a few of these out as well. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to just cut these down. Some different things that I consider when I'm tearing them down is I'll think about the height of the page, and then the width of it. And like the width of this one, I don't even need to cut this one down. I can just fold that right in half. But then if we have one of these ideal pages here, I'll want to think about if I want to fold it this way or if I want to fold it this way. And it just depends on the image that's on the cover of the page and what's going on the other side as well. Same with the Edith Holden pages. I will want to figure out how I want to fold them as well, which way I might want those to go, and I'll probably fold those like that. But these won't need cutting down as either. And then I'm going to grab a few envelopes because I like putting envelopes in or some bags in my journals. Well, let me show you what papers I picked out for each signature. So this is going to be the first signature. So I did a music sheet because I like the black and the beige that goes well with this paper here. And same on this side, the black. Then we have a green ledger. I think that goes good with those pages. And then I love having this Edith Holden. Has a little bit of green. And this has some nice beigey that goes with this page. And then a nice ledger paper. I think the color complements these. And then here I did an envelope flip because I like the cream color with this. And then we have this as the center of the signature, a beautiful snowy view. And then on this side, I am going to put this shorthand page. I'm going to attach it to this envelope flap to extend this out. And then I like the black and the cream on the shorthand page going with this color on this page. And then here is the back side of the signature, and it all still flows nicely together. Like that. So that's the first signature. And then the second signature, I did this really pretty crocus in the snow, and the main reason I did that is because there's mushrooms on this page, and I love having these two complementing each other. And then I have the music page because I like this color and the black with this. I think that looks nice. And then we have, this is some ledger paper, and I love the little tab on this, so I just folded this over, and I'm probably going to leave it as a flap. It could be, you could put it down as a pocket, but I kind of like it being a flap. And then we have another Edith Holden. Goes nicely, the greens and browns and the green graph paper. And then I like this page with these browns here. And then I like this with that. And then I did another shorthand paper. I'm going to attach it to the envelope because I think that breaks up those colors nicely. And then this is the center of the signature. Love it. And then here is the back side of this signature. It all still coordinates nicely. And then you got the flap. And then the music paper. And then this. And you can read the whole poem, which is also very cool. Talks about waiting for spring and winter. That's the second signature. And then the third signature, I have the winter snowy trees. I think that goes nice with this page. And then there's a little bit of green here, so I like that. And then we got green and black. And then we got the black and cream. So I think all that works well together. And then we have some school paper like that with those pages. And then this green. And then we have this really pretty wintry mountain scene. And then again, I'm going to do another shorthand page onto the envelope because I like it with the black here. And then the center of this signature, love this, what is that? Oh, you know what I'm talking about, where it looks 3D. And then here's the back side of this signature. All still looks very nicely together. So I am, on a couple of these pages, I am going to put some washi tape down the middle of a couple of them. And then the next thing will be to get these sewn in. I am going to do my hidden spine. And then I need to pick out, I think I'll just pick out some papers from this paper pad to cover the front and back inside cover. So that's what we'll do next. This is what I've decided to go with for the inside cover. So I think this is just a nice, subtle inside, front, and back cover page. I think it will work nicely with the signatures. And then I pulled this fabric from my stash to use for the spine. And what I do is I use Tyvek on the back of fabric. And Tyvek, it has never failed me. I've made so many journals. And I have full tutorials on my channel. I'll try to remember to link one down in the description box below. But I'll always mark the top of this so that, because sometimes the holes kind of get spaced out differently if you're just doing it by eye. So you want to make sure you do the top. And then I did put these a little too close to the center, so I just moved them out a little bit. And then I'll just use my awl to poke the holes. And I poke the holes in my signatures first, and then I use these holes to make the holes in my spine, hidden spine piece. And the thing you have to remember when you go to sew them in, you don't sew them on this side, you sew them on this side. And so the holes, you can see the holes right there, and yeah, and then I'll put these on top, and so that's another reinforcement to keep the spine secure. And yeah, it works great. I love this Tyvek. I think I have it listed down below. I'll make sure I have it in my Amazon affiliates. It doesn't cost you any more money if you use my link, but I do get a couple pennies if you use my link, which would be greatly appreciated. It helps me keep getting supplies so I can do more videos for you all. Next, I am going to sew the signatures into this, and I am going to start, let's see, I figured out since I'm left-handed, yeah, I'm going to start with the back signature and work to my left, because last time I did that, it made it so much easier for me. So like I said, I have tutorials, so I'm not going to film sewing this on camera, but the embroidery thread, I'll make sure it is 3 times the height of the signature, so I have enough length to sew it in. And then I'm just going to do a regular 3-hole pamphlet stitch. All right, I'll be back after I get these sewed in, and I'll show you how I glue them in to the journal. I have the 3 signatures sewn in, and they look great. So they're all the same, you know, aligned up perfectly, top and bottom. And so now I am going to glue this in to the spine. And when I glue it in, I want to make sure that the top and the bottom of the signatures are evenly spaced from the top and the bottom of the cover. I don't want, the bottom signature to be further away from the bottom of the cover than the top. I want it to be equally spaced. And I am going to put my strings inside so they don't get glue on them, just for the time being. And I coordinate the color of the binding string with the center signature page, because it's hidden on this back side. All right, so I think that's good. So I like to put the glue on the spine, and I'll glue the spine in first, and then I'll glue the front and back flaps. And because this is a padded cover, you have to be mindful of the gap so you don't get any sort of wonkiness on your front and back cover when they open and close. So it's just kind of a feel. The more you do it, the more you get used to it. And nothing's ever perfect, but that's what makes it handcrafted. Make sure to use the hashtag 12x12 Junk Journal Challenge 2025 to see what all the other collaborators are working on this month in February and see what they're attempting to get done for this month. So I'm really excited to get this journal done. That was my goal for February, and it's turned out pretty good. So then I want to make sure that this Tyvek is centered as best I can on the spine. If my head gets in the way, I apologize, but I just want to make sure it's in there straight, and I want to make sure that the Tyvek is on the spine and not really spilling over. I think that's looking pretty good. And I need to move it up a little bit, actually. Yeah, that's good. And then I want to make sure it's centered. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right. And then I want to use my bone folder to push the fabric onto the spine. Like I said, I have full tutorials on how to do this. Just go to my YouTube channel and type in hidden spine, and the video should come up. And like I said, I'll link one down below. And you always want to make sure you're gluing your journal in right side up. I just really like a hidden spine. I mean, when I do a single signature, I don't do a hidden spine. But when I'm doing multi-signature, I usually like to do a hidden spine. I don't know why, I just do. I feel like it looks more like a book. But that makes no sense. Because see, look, isn't that pretty? Alright, so that looks pretty good. Now we gotta let the glue dry. And I'm using Fabri-Tac glue, if you didn't see. And it's centered really well. I like that. And I might put some laces or trims on the edge. I'm not sure. I kind of like it like this, though. I'm trying to think from a winter theme what I might want to put. More time down the middle. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, that looks amazing. All right, so then I want to glue down these front and back flaps, and I want to use something to hold this one. I guess I'll just use this. That'll be perfect. While I glue this one down. I'm using a flower pot to hold my scissors. And I'm not going to put any glue down in the separation between the front and the back, or the front and the spine, because I don't want to accidentally glue those together and then they not open and close very well. You know, I picked up a silicone paintbrush and I keep forgetting to try it. because I feel like this just works so well. I'm using my little finger saver. Okay, so down in there. And actually, I think I do want just a touch of glue on the fabric, now that I think about it. Right there at the spine. That way it won't bubble up on me. We'll see here. Just push that down into the spine. Yeah, that works better. So I'm not really putting glue down in the spine, it's like right on the edge. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then we'll do the back. I have the cover or the signatures all sewn in, and it looks really nice. Really nice. I like how it's came together, just taking my time with it. All right, so now I'm going to put the front inside cover and the back inside cover, and I'm just going to glue this on. I'm going to use a combination of my Fabri-Tac and my reptile glue, and I'll be right back. All right, I have the inside front and back cover on. There we go. And I love this. I'm very, very happy with how this turned out. And so I'm just going to I'll put some little corner protectors on there. I'm just inserting a quick little clip where I've added the page corners. I did the bronze, and I'm going to let these dry. And I'm going to let the journal dry flat like this completely. Oh my gosh, it's just so cute. And I love this fabric. I don't know if you can see the sparkle on camera. All right, so I will put some little corner protectors on there, and then I might add some more pockets and things like that. But I love how nicely this lays open. Oh, I'm so glad to be completed with this journal. That makes me very happy. I think it turned out great. And I love my little, I turned these into tucks. So you got a little tuck right here and a little tuck right there. So I thought that was kind of a fun way to use the shorthand paper. Love it. Okay, so I will have fun decorating in this. I'm glad I got this done in February. We still have, till March 22nd before spring gets here. So that's exciting. So I'll do a little more decorating in here and then have it be ready. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye.